$5,000 challenge. $5,000 challenge in less than 48 hours. Believe it or you don't believe it, I suggest you stick around till the end of the video to see for yourself. It's your girl Black Child Bussy, and I'm back with another one. If you're a returning subscriber, I welcome you back. And if it's your first time here, welcome to Black Child TV. Consider becoming a part of our family by subscribing and supporting the channel if you want to learn all things financial markets and financial freedom all together. Okay, now without wasting time, let's get to business, where I get to show you how I passed the $5,000 challenge with Comit Capital in less than 48 hours. Yes, you heard right, 48 hours, okay? Oh, and please excuse my dolly right here if like the distraction tried to my eyes because I don't have anywhere else to put her. So yes, so I guess she's here today for moral support. Before we jump into it, let's get into Comit Capital's rules as a prop firm. And if you don't know what a prop firm is, worry not, because I'll create a separate video explaining what a prop firm is all about and how you can leverage and make money from a prop firm instead of risking your own capital, because prop firms are there for people, firstly for people who struggle with capital. You always see stickers saying I need money for Forex, I need money for Porsche, I need money for my Maserati. Child, yeah. But all you want is financial freedom. All these material things will fall a man. Money is the tool for us to get all these things. But yeah, the whole point is financial freedom. Money is the tool, and money is here to serve us. Okay, cool. Yeah, we'll get to that for now. Okay, so first things first, we starting off with the Comit Capital website. Okay, so you can get the link on the description box below, or you can just head on to www.comiccapital.com. Okay, so as you can see, new year, new opportunities. They have this massive special offer. They have like a 55% discount on both phases, right? One phase or two phase challenges. So if you want to get a one phase challenge, you can get like 55% discount. Two phase challenge, 55% discount. You just need to put welcome 55 by the checkout section whenever you purchase a challenge, okay? Or there's another one for 30% where you use the code instant30, right, on an instant funding account purchase. Okay, so you can choose to opt for sign me up if you opt for it. Okay, so this is the Comit Capital website. You see, you have the power to unlock up to a $1 million trading account. Depending on your consistency, you can earn up to 85% of the profits from your stimulated trades, and upon proving your skills and scale your trading capital to an impressive $1 million. How much is that in rands? I think it's around like 18 million. Sounds like it. Imagine trading 18 million. Oof. Lord, from my mouth to your ears. Amen. So, if you don't have a profile, obviously you're just gonna say register. There's supposed to be a register button somewhere here. And if you do have a profile, you're just gonna click log in. But before we do all of that, I would like us to start with the FAQs, frequently asked questions, because those are important. Those are the rules and the regulations of the platform. So you need to, about one thing about programs is that you need to stick to the rules. Should you breach any rule, that means it's over with your account, right? And they're strict like that. So I don't want any of you guys like making any mistakes, right? So just hold on a bit. My thingy is a bit slow. General information, I think you can do that on your own. Like things like, what is Comit Capital? What are the requirements to join Comit Capital? How does Comit Capital differ from other prop firms? And what instruments does Comit Capital offer? What is the minimum capital required to join? And does Comit Capital provide training or mentoring programs? No, they don't. That part, no, they don't. Most brokers don't. Okay. So, Comit Capital is a funding firm that provides skilled traders, keyword skilled traders, with access to stimulated capital. Our platform allows traders to be rewarded to their gains on their stimulated accounts, right? I think with regards to the requirements, you can, like the entire general information, you can just do that by yourself, right? So for now, we're just only gonna focus on like important information. You see, such as like the trading platforms is MT5, MetaTrader 5. That's what most traders use. And you can like leave a comment on the comment section below if you would like me to create a video with regards to the difference between the two trading platforms, because I know a lot of people get them confused. Yeah, at first I was comfortable with MetaTrader 4 myself until I saw the flexibility that MetaTrader 5 provides. I'm able to calculate my points properly there, but sometimes you can calculate your points and you find that there's a broker that charges commission, or you're trading on a commission account. So yeah, when you set your take profits and stop losses there, it's not really going to be as accurate because you need to account for commission. Okay. So the another important factor is the evaluation process. Okay. What does the evaluation process at Comit Capital involve? Okay, Comit Capital offers both one phase and two phase challenges, um, or two phase evaluations. Well, I did the one phase, designed to identify elite traders. Okay, the one phase evaluation requires achieving a 10% profit target with strict drawdown limits of 4% daily and 6% overall. Okay, I will explain that more in detail shortly. And for the two-step evaluation, traders must reach a 10% profit in phase one and 6% profit target in phase two, right? And the drawdown parameters for both phases include 5% daily drawdown and 10% maximum drawdown. You see the flexibility or the difference between the two phases, right? So with the first phase, it's a bit strict, and with the second phase, it's a bit like flexible with regards to the drawdowns. Okay. And then the third important thing would be the profit splits. I mean, we're doing all of this for the money. I mean, when an investor invests, the whole point is to get the ROI, and ROI stands for return on investment. Okay, cool. So how does the profit split work at Comit Capital? We offer a competitive profit sharing model starting at 75% for one-step challenges and 85% profit split for the two-step evaluations, ensuring top performers receive the lion's share of their earnings. Okay, cool. And then capital allocation. Let's see. Okay, I think the capital allocation is if you're showing like consistency, you can scale up to $1 million, and the maximum amount capital traders can be allocated is like $300,000. So, I mean, with the $300,000, if I remember correctly, I think it's the total account sizes, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, profit split mechanics. I think this you can read on your own, or we all already highlighted that part. Drawdown parameters. We're gonna explain this in more detail. We also went through this. Automated trading. I think automated trading will be another one that's important. Automated trading is like using your robots. Okay, so yes, we support the meaning the Comit Capital does support the use of expert advisors on MT5, enabling traders to implement and optimize advanced algorithmic strategies. Okay, so people that rely on robots and things like that, you are allowed to with Comit Capital. And then the minimum trading period is 5 days. Minimum trading period is 5 days for each phase, ensuring a comprehensive evaluation of your strategy's robustness. Okay. And then the challenge fee refund policy. Can the challenge fee be refunded? Challenges are only refundable once the trader withdraws on the funded stage, right? I will explain that in more detail, but in summary, it's once you pass the challenge, you get to a funded stage, and that's where you'll be able to, yeah, that's where your fee will be refundable. Okay, and then trading policy and regulations. Does Comet Capital allow hedging and scalping? We all know that most forex brokers don't allow scalping and hedging. Okay, so with this one, since it's a prop firm, it's different from a brokerage firm, that means hedging and scalping are still not allowed according to their trading policies and regulations. Okay, sorry guys. And then with leverage, does Comet Capital allow you to change leverage on the trading account? No, unfortunately. The leverage ratios applicable to all trading account is 1:100. I feel like this is more it's more reasonable in my opinion. Okay, because the time when I was trading with the pro firm that I mentioned in my first YouTube video, I had like 1:3, right? But also it was because I was trading a $25,000 account. But either way, here you can get any amount up to like $300,000, but you still have like that flexibility of 1:100. Okay, and that's my usual, what do you call it? My usual leverage. There's like a bit of flexibility. And then evaluation time frame. There is no time limit that traders have in which to complete the evaluation, which is another advantage. Remember again, on the platform that I used in the first video that I recorded, well, my first YouTube video, I had to, yeah, we had like a month, a month period. Like you had to buy the challenge every month. It expired every 30 days after purchase. So this one is an advantage, right? It's a bargain. And then payout frequency. How often? I'm just highlighting, guys. Please remember that I'm only highlighting or reading out like the important information. Okay. How often are payouts made at Comet Capital? Okay. Our weekly payout system provides traders with regular access to their hard-earned profits. You see, there's weekly payout systems. Imagine weekly. How cool is that? And then drawdown. breach consequences. What happens if I exceed the drawdown limits? Exceeding drawdown limits at any point results in immediate disqualification, and the account will be terminated, prohibiting the trader from executing any further positions. That once happened to me. They don't play. That's why I started with the that's why I started with the FAQs, because like it's important to know the rules and regulations first before buying the challenge, right? So cool. I feel like if you find this boring, you can skip to the part that you like you are more interested in. But then again, I encourage you to not do that in order for you to not miss anything out, because this is the most important. I feel like a lot of times when people make mistakes, they make mistakes based on lack of knowledge, right? True story. So yeah, and then news trading events is that's another huge factor, huge factor. Is trading around news events permitted? And that's where I flopped, okay? Because I didn't know about this rule. Yes, the trading event is permitted, but let's read the whole thing. But executing trades within 5 minutes before the announcement of the macroeconomic releases and until 5 minutes after the release. Okay, so let me explain that in detail. So, and again, I'll show you what happened, because I believe in transparency. You know, this should give you more reasons to subscribe, because I'm transparent like that. I'm an open book like that. I mean, you can see my chakra book over here, show that you're dealing with an honest person. Okay, but anyways, cool. What that means is that you need to enter trades like, let's say it's NFP or CPI. Lately they've been host them like the news have been released at like 3:30 p.m. I think it's because of the DST back in other parts of the world. So let's use 3:30 because that's when news are released. The news release is like at 3:30, right? CPI or NFP, for example, is at 3:30. That means you need to enter into a trade before 25 past. Okay, way before 25 past. 25 past 3, right? Way before, okay? Because I made that mistake. Okay, 5 minutes before would be before 25 past, and 5 minutes after would be 25 minutes to 4 after, right? Don't make that mistake, because one 1 minute matters, because that's how I made that mistake. I didn't even know at the time that that rule was implemented, but now at least you're here to learn from my mistakes. So lucky you. You know, I wish, like, right, I wish I had known that prior to making that mistake, you know, and it was an honest mistake, right? So I entered into, and man, on that day, I told myself that we're not trading. And guess what? The goal was to trade. And that was on a $10,000 account. I'll show you just now. So cool. What happened was I got into, I think I had trade off GBP USD earlier that day, and I closed it because whenever I'm distracted with work and trading news event, I get this anxiety, right? Because I'm not like fully locked in. I'm not fully focused on it. So I become anxious and I decide not to trade. So that day somehow, right? Somehow I got FOMO, bruh. That's another problem. I got FOMO, the fear of missing out, and then I ended up entering a gold trade. Entered a gold trade at 26 past. Imagine just 26 past, because I didn't know. 26 past, and then like the account was grayed out. My heart sank. I was so sad the whole day. And yeah, you can imagine. But anyways, moving right along, don't make the same mistake. So let's go through the example that they gave here. So for example, if there's a news announcement scheduled to release at 2:30. Okay, I think they now changed to 2:30, like because of the DST, as I mentioned earlier. Then entering trades between 2:25 and 3 is prohibited and will lead to an immediate termination of account. Yes, they mean that. Take it from me. Account scaling. I think with regards to account scaling, you can read that on your own. We can hold in positions. Yes, I think you are. Oh no, sorry. No, there are no restrictions on. Oh, there are no restrictions on holding positions over weekends during the evaluation, allowing for flexible trading strategies. So yes, you are allowed. So yes, I was right. Okay, trader support. I feel like this would be when you need any assistance with your account. You just reach out to the support. Post evaluation protocol. Okay. Yes. After you your challenge is successful, then you receive a live funded account with immediate profit sharing based on your performance. Okay, and then challenge participation fee. Okay, I think this is new. Yes, there is a challenge. There is a fee for each challenge, but it's fully refundable if no trades are placed, aligning our interests with serious traders. Legal and compliance. Okay, taxations. Okay, yeah, applicable to paying takes, but I guess you can read that on your own, or should I just go over it? Okay, since hey, the before SARS counts for you, and this is all about financial freedom, I guess we can just go over it for safety reasons. Okay, what are the tax implications of trading with Comit Capital? Traders are responsible for declaring their earnings and paying any applicable taxes according to South African tax laws. Okay, and what are the legal agreements? What legal agreements must be signed before fully accessing your funded account? Traders are required to sign a trader's agreement that outlines the terms of engagement, including profit sharing, confidentiality, and compliance with our trading rules and risk management policies. You see, that was a mouthful on its own, guys. So, whichever trading platform you are trading with, one thing about the financial sector is compliance is of importance, right? And apart from compliance being important, yeah, let's be knowledgeable of such things. Now that we're done with the rules and regulations, it's time for the fun stuff. I love numbers, okay? I love, love, love numbers. That's why I'm in the Forex space. I love numbers. Gonna go straight to challenges. Okay, on the challenges, right? So, as you can see, Comit Capital we're in partnership with two brokers, which is RCG Markets and Space Markets. You can see RCG and you can see Space. So, whichever one you want to roll with, that's all up to you. And then moving on to the second side, we have different accounts. Okay, choose your ideal account, select from out customized trading options. So these are the different challenges they offer. Okay, so you can see that they offer the challenges in both USD, US dollar, and South African rands. Okay, let's start with the South African rands. I'm more of a dollar girl. Like my numbers make sense in dollars. Okay, personally, don't come at me. Okay. Anyway, so yes, as you can see, there's like it starts from like 25,000 rands, yeah, up to 4 million rands, right? 25,000 rands, 50,000 rands, 100,000 rands, 200,000 rands, 500,000 rands, a million rands, 2 million rands, and finally million rands. Okay, so fine, we're going to jump into, what's it saying, two phase. Okay, so this is a two phase section. Right up here we have a one phase section, and then instant funding. Okay, and I won't lie, it's the first time I'm seeing the instant funding option, so I'm not gonna touch on it, right? I'm not gonna touch on it because I don't wanna put out any misleading information. So I'm gonna be using a spreadsheet for this. I'm going to be using a spreadsheet for this, and we're just going to jump into, I think I'm only going to do the one phase challenge. I'm going to do two phase because it's going to make this video unnecessarily long, and we don't want that. Okay, so I'm going to start with the ZAR. Okay, so we're going to say one phase challenge. Okay, okay, cool. One phase challenge, okay, say 25,000 rands. 25,000 rands of the account size. Okay, let me just do this. Account size 25,000 rands. Okay, I'm just gonna, sorry guys, yes, here we go. Let's just, yeah. Okay, cool. So earlier on, okay, I'm not sure why it's not showing here. I'm not sure why it's not showing. Okay, here we go. So you see on the one phase challenge, okay, and it starts, okay, one phase challenge starts at 50K. 1,000 rands. They don't play like that. You see, big numbers. Okay, let's remove. I'm gonna say 50. 1 Okay, cool. Okay, that's the account size. So you look at the profit target. Okay, I guess this is me jumping to the tips and tricks on how to pass the challenge. Yeah, we're already here, so let's dive in. Okay. Okay, I think this is Papa. I'm sorry if this baby is like distracting you. Baby, don't distract him. Okay, so profit target is 10%. Okay, profit. I'm gonna create another tab to the left side. How do I add another tab? I just, no, don't close, don't close, don't close. Okay, profit. Profit target to the left side. Okay, just 10%, right? Profit target, minimum trading days, 5 days. Weekend holding allowed, maximum daily drawdown. So you're just gonna take important things. Maximum daily drawdown. Okay. Okay, there's an error. So daily drawdown. And what else? The overall, maximum overall drawdown. Okay, maximum overall drawdown. Overall drawdown. Okay, let's see. Profit split 75%. Okay. Profit split. Okay. Say maximum drawdown is like 6%. Oh no, it's 4%, sorry. And then the maximum daily drawdown, well, not maximum daily, the maximum overall, excuse me, is 6%, and then the profit split is 85%. So now you're gonna say 50,000 times the 10%. It's 5,000. 1,000 times 4%. It's 2,000. 50,000 times 6%. It's 3,000, and the profit split would be the profit target, right? Times 75%. Okay, so let's dive deeper into what all these numbers mean. Okay, so the profit target is what you need to achieve in order to pass the challenge, right? So I'm just gonna try and simplify it. Let's say you still in school, you write a test and it's out of 50, and the passing mark is like 80%, right? I'm just making an example. You're writing a learners, and then in learners, they tell you that the passing rate is like 80%. You're writing RE5 or RE1, tell you um the passing mark is like 80% or 60% or 70%, whatever the case is, right? So in this case, I'm not saying that's the passing rate for don't get that one wrong, because the FSC is gonna come for me. So no, I'm just making an example, and I'm sorry for touching on that. Anywho, so with this one, the profit target is 10%. In order for you to get a live funded account, you need to grow your account to 5,000 rands, right? Meaning from this 50,000, it's gonna be like 55,000 in order for you to pass the challenge and also meet the requirements of minimum 5 trading days. Okay, and then maximum daily drawdown is another thing that you need to look out for when you set out a strategy for yourself. Okay, because risk reward ratio, right? You need to know how much you're risking, um yeah, for your reward in order for you to get to the $5,000. Oh, sorry, I told you numbers make sense in dollars, excuse me for that. So yes, you need to be on the lookout for your losses or your risk, so you can risk a minimum of 4% on a daily, which is like 2,000 rands, right? And then the maximum overall drawdown is 6%, meaning you I mean, on a daily, the maximum is like 2,000, right? And then overall will be like, let's say on a Monday, you made a loss of 200 rands. On a Tuesday, you made a loss of 300 rands. And the following week, you like on a loss of 1,000 rands. So the maximum overall would be 3,000 rands. And you can't exceed that, because trust, your account is going to be terminated, this breaching one of the rules. Okay, you don't play like that. And then the profit split is 75%. So the profit split is 5,000 times the 75%. Okay, which gives you 3,750. Right. I'm sure everything is all clear. I hope it's clear enough. Okay. And yeah, for me, it was this side. You see, the US dollar account. Let's go on the one phase challenge. You see, the one phase challenge starts from $2,500, and from $2,500 goes to $5,000, then $10,000, $25,000, $50,000, $100,000, up to $200,000. Okay, let's see how much the $5,000 costs. So the $5,000 costs like $79. It's just $79. Let's see when just for interest's sake, right? When you purchase it with the discount, okay, I'm gonna write it here. Oh, let's look at the price for, because it's, oh, that's another thing I forgot to highlight. I'm sorry. Let me see. Purchase price for the one, purchase price. Let's see. Purchase price. You get 50,000 rands account. Purchase price for 900 rands, right? 900 rands. And then if you have a discount, oh my gosh, bitchy. And then let's say welcome 55 discount. And then there's, well, instant 30. There's instant 30. And then there's an instant 30 discount, right? I was just playing around with numbers, okay? Just making life easy for you in a case where you're interested to purchase, okay? Right? You don't, in a case where you don't want to risk your own capital. And another thing, I mean, hey, at least you're like rich. The excess of this money, like, I love platforms because they give you access to capital, right? I mean, right now I don't have 200,000 rings in my bank account. I'm manifesting that, but with the help of a platform, I'm able to access that much. Okay, but I'm not giving out any advice, guys. So cool. This is like 55% off. And then this is like 30% off. Let's see. So it'll be 900 times 55, right? I don't want to do the long math. So I'm trying to figure out like a way to, so it's like 495. The discount is 495, meaning the purchase price after the discount would be, I'm just going to calculate here, 900 minus 495, meaning you're going to get it at 405. Yeah, somewhere around there, guys. You see, somewhere around there. 900 times 30%. So you get 270 discount. So 900 minus, I want to like a shorter route. Minus 30% will be 630. Not bad. 405 for 50,000. Not bad. Hi. But it's just that I don't do, I can't trade as an account to save my life. I'm sorry. I don't know how. Like, for me, okay, I can. Like, I mentioned on the other video that when it's as an account, my risk appetite it's not really delish. It's quite risky, it's not even conservative. It's not even it's it's not even moderate. Yeah, it's a lot. Okay, it's quite high. So I try not to put myself in such situations, because I'm wired differently. Like, I wish I was like these guys that, these popular guys that just go all in or go home. It's a male dominated industry. I'm just grateful that we play with them big boys, bro. Okay, so now for the $5,000 challenge. For this one, we're gonna use $5,000 challenge. Okay, let's see, $5,000. Girl, didn't I? Okay, $5,000. The purchase price for the $5,000 Account is like $79. We'll just check just now. We'll convert just now to see how much that is. And then 55. Let's see. 55%. $79 times 55%. It's like $43. And then 79 minus $43, it's like $36. Oh, okay. 79 times 3%. Okay, $24. So meaning 79 minus $24 would be $55. So you can get the account for like either $36 or $55. Let's see, dollar to rand. Let's say $36 is like 675 rands and 34 cents. 675 rands and 14 cents. Sorry, 14 cents, not 34 cents. And then what else do we have? $55. $55. 1,031 rands and 46 cents. Okay. So getting back to the profit target for, okay, cool. So now this is how I did the magic. I worked my magic. Okay. Obviously this is the first thing to do before you start your challenge. You need to know your numbers. Okay. You need to know your numbers. I was about to say something, but I was like, before I off ramp, maybe I'll share the story some other time. It's the same as you wanna buy a Lamborghini, but you're scared to check the price of the Lamborghini online. You know, I saw my favorite car twice this month. My dream car twice this month. That's like a Maserati Levante. Okay, it's that Maserati SUV. But I see the new one is more nicer. But also, I love the Bentley for the fridge. But anyways, coming back to life. I had to Google like how much is I had to Google the price of a Maserati. I'm like, this thing that I call my dream car, how much is it? So I don't know what version that was, but I think it was like an older version. It was like around 900,000. Imagine, imagine, like it's like below $50,000. What? Crazy, I know. So you need to know the numbers. This game is all about the numbers. So fine, $5,000 times 10%. It's 500, right? Trust. What is $500? So we'll get to that. It's like 9,376 rands and 90 cents. It's like almost. I don't want to say 10K because it's 9.3 or 9.4 when we round it off. Okay, $500, and then another important factor is the drawdown. Just 4%. The daily drawdown is 4%, meaning I have to make sure that I have to make sure that I had to make sure that I don't exceed $200 loss. And then with the maximum daily drawdown, I think it's gonna be $300 times 6 is $300. Yes. And then the profit split is $375. There you go. Profit split is $375. So now it's time for me to get into the trade. Let's finally get into the business. Okay, let me. Okay, now I'm gonna show you the account where I grew where I passed $5,000 challenge in like less than 38 hours, right? So obviously this is the account, which is like 5,593 and 29, which is in USD. Okay. Okay, So as you can see on the, yeah, this was last year, September. Like most of my content right now is me covering up from, not even covering up, me catching up from the previous year because I didn't have the confidence that I have now. Because God found me like that, okay? But yeah, right. What matters is the evidence is here, the transparency between me and you, my guy, you know. So yeah. So you can imagine how am I in a relationship? I'm an open book. I'm a lover like that. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, offering. Okay, cool. So yes, remember earlier on I stated things like commissions and stuff. When you said you take profits and stop losses, you need to consider that. Okay, but yeah, I don't know how you would calculate that, but you need to make your own research to see and know how much your the company that you're working with is charging you, how much commissions are they charging you, and how much are the swap fees or swap rates. But yeah, most of the time there's never really like a number to that. I'm saying most of the time. I'm not saying always. I'm saying most of the time. So this is my stats. As you can see, the initial deposit on the 13th of September was like $5,000. It's like 10 to, okay, I don't really trust the time, the MetaTrader time, because there's like a time difference between GMT and stuff. I think it's GMT plus one, if I'm not mistaken, or zero. I'm not sure, but I think it's plus one. But to avoid the confusion, yeah. So on the 16th, I sold. Okay, on the 16th, I started training on the 16th, but I think the 13th was a Friday. Was it a Friday? Should we go back on the calendar and check? Oh my gosh, no. Okay, excuse me again. So I placed a 0.35 trade on Euro USD and then another one on 0.15 on Euro USD. But you see, I closed with like $8 and $8.40, and the other one I closed it at like what's that? $3. The other one is $8.40, and the other one is $3.15. The reason why I did that was because I was not sure of the trade. I had not studied the trade as I was supposed to, so I was like, okay, fine. Since I'm a bit distracted, let me just close. I'll just see the markets later on. And later on, I got the opportunity to sit down with gold. Okay, Goldilocks. Okay, as you can see, I placed my first entry. It's 0.05. This was like my test entry, okay, to see the market direction of gold. Because you know, sometimes you enter in a position to find out that it's still going to retest before it goes in that direction full time. And sometimes you enter in a position where you get like that obvious setup, you know. So I was blessed to get that obvious setups where I just looked at, I think it was three of my confluences. I looked at, the first one was the stochastic, because I know stochastic is so fast when it comes to gold. I looked at the stochastic and I just looked at the price movement. And sometimes I confirm the, not even sometimes, I always confirm the stochastic on all time frames. Okay, and then when it tells me the same story, I go with that story. So the story for this day, which was the 16th, was we sold gold. Okay, and then you see I followed up with the 0.35 lot size, right? So I remember this was an overnight trade. It's just that I can't open. The thing is, I'm recording with my phone. I can't really check the stats currently because I'm recording myself with my phone, and hence I took the screenshots for me to display it on the screen. Okay, cool. So the 0.35, right? 0.35. I closed it the next morning, as you can see, at around 7 in the morning, right? With like $128.10. And the plan was to just leave it like that. But I remember correctly that I think it retraced on my way to work, it retraced before it went back up. So I was avoiding all of that. And yeah. And then later on, I think not even I think, it's right on my face. I lost $90 because I bought gold. And my guy, I increased the lot size to like 0.50. So it took like $90, right? And as you can see, gold was not ready to sell. I'm thinking my mindset around the time was maybe the 1 hour stochastic must have been below at like 10. So that's why I was thinking that it's gonna go back up. And then another thing, I mean, I'm sure it was retracing, and then I just saw the numbers, the big numbers. I mean, 0.50 on gold trade. Traders know what I'm talking about. And if you're a learner, guys, yeah, you will see as the time goes. And then I tried selling it. See, I tried selling it, and then I just closed out. It's like $3.50. This was on the 17th. And then on the on the what? On the 17th, then I think, the 16th was the biggest trade that we had, and then this big loss. And then on the 17th, we had like $107 from Euro USD. You see, I like the flexibility of profits, guys. You can play around with lot sizes. Okay, in my personal opinion, once again, no advice is being given. Thank you very much. So you can play around with lot sizes. Look at the Euro USD lot size that I had. It was like one lot on thingy, because now earlier on I made a point of, you see how you can work, or how you can use MT5 to your advantage is calculating those points. You scale with your lot size, and you just look at the points, and yeah, but obviously not considering the commissions and the swap fees. So, like as previously mentioned, so you see, like I sold one lot and it made like 107. So I'm assuming this was like 107 points. I will go to the calculator and confirm. See, it made like $107, and then again I bought gold. I think this was the following day when gold was ready to buy, right? Because here's another thing, or another mistake that we tend to make. Well, that I made in my experience is that, I had sold gold here, and I didn't wait for gold to like change the direction. I was ready to change direction. So that's how you sometimes get lost in like an opposite direction, and that's how we lose capital. And that's not what we want. We in this game for us to make money, not to lose money. Okay, so here gold was ready to buy. So I bought with the 0.35. You see, I played my thing, my game nicely with a plan. Okay, I bought like with 0.35. I think the 0.35 trade was a test. And then it followed up with, anyway, I mean, like $169. I followed up with a 0.15 trade. It's like $54.60. And then later that night, because you see, it was like um past 4, around past 4. And then later in the evening, which is like to 9, I think gold was still buying hard. Then luckily I put the take profit, and the other one closed with about $229. Let me just pull out a calculator. 340 plus 315 plus 15 plus 128.10 minus 90.15 plus, oh, okay, 350 plus 107 plus 169.05 plus 5460 plus 5010 plus 229.95 plus 56.40. My, you see, it's already 734. And like, I even made more in less than 48 hours. Let's see the 17th. I'm only calculating the 17th. Uh, so the last one was like 56.42 plus 255 plus 314. Okay, this is the 18th. So basically, we don't count that. So it's like around like plus $700, right? Plus $700. So fine. Coming back to how the account was back at like $600, it was because remember the minimum trading days is like 5 days. So I had to respect the minimum trading days, and if we the 18th comes in and the 19th up until the 20th, right? So, and we incurred those losses, which brought us back to 612 or 590. Okay, it's 595.29 because of the commission of $24.55. Okay, guys, and this brings us to the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching, and if you found this valuable, please consider subscribing and supporting Black Child TV, and liking and sharing with your friends who are aspiring traders, or if you're a beginner trader, and also if you're like an intermediate or advanced. You never know who's watching, but even if you are, thank you so much for your support, and see you in the next video. Peace and love and light. Bye. I want to bring a big show. Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel.